Hi again. With the holidays just passing and with Christmas and everything, I know a lot of you have gotten Pandora bracelets as gifts and I wanted to share this quick tutorial about the ins and outs of Pandora bracelets and some quick tips for how to arrange your bracelets and some good accessories to get. So I actually made a blog post about this, so I'm going to follow pretty closely to what I wrote. First of all, we're going to talk about clips. And basically, Pandora's on a threading system. So these are the two clips. It's on a threading system, so it's kind of like a nut on a screw. So you have to, this is the safety chain. You have to screw it on, and that's how you're going to be able to put on all your charms. The bracelet is basically divided into 3 sections. So you've got the clips or the threading at each end, and then you've also got 2 smaller threads in the middle. And getting the clips is nice because then you're able to space out your charms and keep them separated and in their own sections, which I like, especially if you don't have as many charms yet. So I actually don't think they advertise this very much at the Pandora stores, but they have, it's called a clasp opener. It's a flower with a pink CZ in the middle. It's very pretty. It says Pandora on the bottom. I don't know if you can see that, with a leather cord. And this used to be they used to sell this as a cell phone lanyard, but I guess it didn't sell well like that. However, they discovered that, it was just thin enough to get into the small crack of the clips. So if you can see that, you kind of just squeeze that right in there and twist, and there you go. Voila. And even if you don't move your clips around that much, it's very handy for the barrel clasp, because if you have nicely manicured nails, and undoing them really does a number on your nails. I just did mine yesterday, so conscious of that. And if you have acrylic nails, it's virtually impossible to get these open without some help. So you do the same thing. You kind of squeeze in, and kind of just twist, and it's open like that. And these are pretty cheap. I think they're like $35 at the Pandora store, so they're really pretty. And also, you can cut off the chain and put that on your bracelet if you want. So those are the clips. They also have, it's basically depends on your taste. I like to have symmetrical clips, but you can have, 2 of the same or of a different kind. I actually, on my two-tone one, I have 2 of different kinds because I didn't want to buy 2 of the same ones, because the two-tone ones, the prices get exponentially higher. So that's clips. Next, I talk about spacers, and on this one I only have the one. They're really a lot smaller compared to a regular charm. This one, the smaller ones, they don't have threading, so they'll just slide right on. On my post, I have a picture of a bigger one that does have threading that you'll have to thread on. So it's about the size of, that one right there. And so the spacers are nice because you can kind of just, if you don't have enough space for a full-size charm, it still takes up, some room, so it doesn't have a gap in there. So then we have dangles, and Pandora offers so many different kinds of dangles, and it kind of depends on you whether you want to put any danglies on your bracelet, because they do interfere a little bit if you type a lot. They can, get in your way a little bit. Plus, with the really dangly ones like the two-tone, and especially like it's called the key to my heart. It's a little lock with a little key off to the side. I'm afraid that it's going to snag and break off or something like that. And I have heard that happen a few times, so be careful with those. But that's still my favorite one. But I recently got this online. This is the wine charm with the peridot, the green. So it's supposed to be white wine, I believe. So pretty. I don't think this one was ever available in the US, or if it was only limited edition. So very happy I got that one. They also have a purple one that's supposed to be a red wine. But of course I like the green. So next we talk about Muranos. And if you're thinking about doing a color theme bracelet, Muranos are the way to go. Pandora has so many different designs and colors. You can pretty much, take your pick. But just one thing to keep in mind if you're doing Muranos is that you'll want to go a size up with your bracelet, because it really takes up, it starts to thicken your bracelet so that it gets tight. And if you have already a bracelet that's very a tight fit, then it's going to be a problem, because I actually had to buy another bracelet because this one got too small, or this is the new one. My other one got too small and I couldn't close it. It just got very tight and uncomfortable, so you don't want that. Okay, so talk about Muranos. Next is the clasp. The clasp, Pandora, I think, was the first to invent the barrel clasp, and that's because, it's in the shape of a barrel. And I just love these because you can actually put them on with one hand by yourself. With the lobster clasp, they also have a lobster clasp bracelet, and that's more of an old style. With the lobster clasp, I think it's virtually impossible to do by yourself with one hand. I actually do have one, but I have to use like a tool, and it's a little bit of a hassle. But I'm going to show you how to put on your bracelet real quick here. I like to actually wear my bracelet on my left, or on my right hand, because my left hand has my watch. I'm right-handed. So what I like to do is have the barrel clasp closer to me, and then the other side dangling here. And if you do have a safety chain, make sure you have enough, you leave enough room on the top. So, okay, I'm going to try to make sure you can see. So if you can see here, the barrel clasp has like a little catch. It's a little lip right there. And you just, with your thumb holding the barrel clasp and your forefinger on the other side, voila, so easy. And if you can see, yeah, the barrel clasp has the lip, and as long as you put the end in there, it's actually pretty secure already, so you just have to close the top. And as long as you hear the snap, it's tight and ready to go. Well, that's it for my tips on how to get started with your Pandora bracelet. I hope you enjoy the information, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment on my blog. I'd love to hear from you, and thank you for checking in, and Happy New Year!